Hey, this will be a video chart on WNBD, Winning Brands Corporation. Been a long time follower of this one and had the requests start to pour in again on it. Um, and kind of want to get it updated from a couple different viewpoints. It looked like it was starting to make a good move here last week. Had this big volume bar here, had the nice corresponding price reaction, and then had a little pullback here. Pullback, put in higher lows, started to bounce up again, and then obviously just some selling has hit it, and back down it's gone. But so if you're a short-term trader and you're a day trader and you bought up here, yeah, then the chart's pretty rough. But I know a lot of people are in this for the longer term, so they care more about the daily chart. So the daily chart is still intact. No issues or anything like that. But short term, that's kind of where I want to start off. Really, what we have, depending on what your definition of short term is pretty much a wedge pattern here. We have this support line coming up. We after yesterday have this kind of downtrend line that's forming now. So we kind of have this wedge right here. So if you're more of a short-term player or whatever, this is the pattern that you're going to want to keep your eye on. If it comes down here, this would be an area to buy. And then if you're a breakout trader, this would be the line where you'd want to see if the price can break up through that line, and then that would be where you'd want to pull the trigger there. But really what I want to kind of talk about is that the overall chart is really kind of more leaning on this penny area right here, and I'll show what I mean by that. And maybe I've gone over this in my other videos, but it's been so long I can't remember what I talked about. But this chart really is just dependent on that penny range. And like I said, if you're a day trader and you see me scaling back like this, that's kind of your cue to, you could probably be done with the movie, because there's not really too much more that's going to pertain to you. But the overall pattern here is, and when I say overall, I'm talking about a 6-month pattern, is this bull flag, bull pennant, whatever you want to call it. Here's our flag pull. We have this level coming in, and then we have this level coming across here. So if you use your imagination, and if maybe you're a golfer, here's the the pole, and then here's the pennant where that forms a flag. And that's what we really have right now in the long term, is a bull flag pattern. And the key part of this pattern is, surprise, surprise, the 1 cent area. If we put a line here and then kind of trace back through the history of the chart since the beginning of the year, you can see there have been multiple times where the price has fluctuated right around this penny area. I'm not going to count them, but here was a big group. Here was another big group. Right here, it hit. Right here, didn't hit, but close enough. So you get the point that this penny area is very important. And right now, after the past couple of days, it's looking like the price may be coming back down here to test this area. So with that being said, as long as the penny holds, then this overall pattern is still going to be held intact. Now, what we don't want to see is for it to come down here and then to see volume start to rise, like something like that, or worse yet, one of these days, and then see a big red candle that just crashes through this. That would be a sign that something's just not right. Am I saying that's going to happen? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, that's what you don't want to see happen, because 1 penny, as you can see, is a very important level. But if history repeats itself, and I think this is what a lot of people are doing, and why the price is having a hard time getting out of this range, is I think there's lots of people that are sitting down here buying at a penny and then selling it on the way up to right around this area here for a quick 20%. So it's, on that other note, besides this channel or the bull pennant, we also have this channel where, let me use a different color to kind of illustrate that, but it's kind of a buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So that's kind of the downside. Is for traders, it's good because this has got a good history of holding. But when you're trying to break these levels, I think it's just a lot of people taking profits up there. But in a nutshell, the chart is still hanging in there, holding strong, and as long as this penny holds, then there's not going to really be anything to worry about from the overall daily chart perspective. As for resistances, pretty much the top of this channel up here, which is at about 12.5, or you could just kind of call it 12 right here. That's the key resistance right now. Or if you're using these trend lines, you can use that. It's kind of a preference thing. But right now, the things are kind of just chugging along. We're in a very long-term consolidation pattern here after this breakout here. But we are in a higher low than where it had dropped before this move. So in the grand scheme of things, so far so good. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free, no strings attached. So it's worth at least signing up. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to head to the website and see what it's all about. One more time, this was WNBD. Thanks for listening.